This is exactly the kind of review that makes me cherish and value my YouTube members and Patreons all the more. So thank you to all of you, because today we might burn a few bridges that were only recently made. You see, just a little while ago, the good folks at Sivga sent me the Keyfind Kleiner, an IEM that I reviewed. Great first attempt, fantastic IEM for under $100. Go check out that review at your leisure. But they also sent me the Sivga Nightingale, which has some issues. Sivga Nightingale is a significantly more expensive IEM that is driven by 14.5mm planar drivers. And it's great, right? For the money, what you get is this beautiful forward finish. You have a lovely cable, you have a couple of different types of tips, and a 4.4mm balanced ending. At least that's the one I got. And it looks and feels fantastic. But that's where the problems begin. Well, first of all, just a little problem. It's a bit of a shallow fit. Personally, I use medium tips most of the time. No bother. I upsize to a large tip, problem solved. However, if you're on a large tip already, then you might have to upsize further to XL, and those don't come in the box. So you're gonna have to spend a little money buying some ear tips. Fine, no bother, just a few bucks. The problem is with the tuning. Now, for those of you who enjoy watching and reading frequency response graphs, I'm going to put this up, and don't worry, if you don't know how to read them, we're going to get into it, I promise you. But if you do enjoy reading frequency response graphs, I'm just going to put it up here and let you breathe it in. Just enjoy it, let it sink in. Now, for those of you who don't know how to read these things, I've got you. Now, you'll notice this bass region over here. There's no boost, and that's fine. Honestly, not having a bass boost is not the end of the world. The bass is still there. It's about getting used to it. I think a lot of people could try getting used to it a little more, and your brains just adjust and you hear more bass than you think. But Sivga, in their infinite wisdom, have decided to completely let go of sub bass. Why? I don't know, but the effect is there's barely any impact in gravitas to the bass. And every time that mid-bass hit comes to being, it almost gets to that point of impact of the kick drum or what have you, and it misses. It just, that hit never comes. I don't know what it is, but the bass is quite a bit off, and it's not like it's got a lot of detail in the bass either. It's just wrong, it's not there, and it seems like a mess. And to make things worse, Sivga apparently does not believe in ear gain. So what is ear gain, you might ask? Okay, there's a lot of academic data backing this up, and basically what you're doing is when sound comes and hits the side of your head, it hits your ear, it hits your ear canal, and all of them have an amplifying effect on certain frequencies, usually between 1 and 4 or 5 kilohertz, with a peak around 2.5 to 3 kilohertz. That's why most IEMs have that little bump. This one doesn't. Not only does it not have the bump, well, it kind of does a little bit. It peaks out at 1.5 kilohertz, and then after that completely craters. The effect of this is that not only is there no mid-range emphasis, it's positively muffled. The information doesn't come through, and what mid-range is there sounds distant, and this is wrong. This is a mess. And what makes it worse is that there's a lot of energy in the 8 to 10 kilohertz region over here, which means there's a treble spike, which sounds like they're just trying to compensate for the lack of mids by giving you more treble and making it exciting. This is just wrong. And I thought, no, that's too much. It can't be. It must be just my unit, right? So I went online and looked at other people's measurements, and it turns out it's not just me. This is how the Sivga Nightingale measures. And for the life of me, I don't understand why they would do this, but if you're making an IEM out there, this is a masterclass on what not to do. And honestly, that's all there is to say about it, because what I've effectively done is I've saved you guys about $270, which is how much this thing costs. And I might have burned some bridges. Now, I don't know if Sivga is ever going to send me something again for review. I hope they do, because when they make something great, I want to cherish it, I want to share it, I want to review it, like the Keyfind Kleiner. Fantastic. But I don't know if they will. In which case, I just want to shout out all my members and Patreons, and I want to say that here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep telling it like it is, and I hope that you will consider supporting me by becoming a member in Patreon. That's it. Oh, I guess we've started 2024 with a bit of a bang. I'll see you in the next one. Happy New Year. Stay colorful. Namaste.